Going over to the culture podcast, you have 8th grade students homework asking them about abortion, which gives reason number 9,958,735,452 reason to homeschool your kids. Because, yeah, truth be told, they're not learning a lot in public schools these days. Can't help but wonder, do the teachers unions really deserve a raise that they ask for all the time when the ACT scores are at a 32-year low? Yeah, fascinating how the test scores and, just decreased ever since the Department of Education was thought of and rolled out, but I partially digress. Now, this comes to us thanks to Lives of TikTok and the good old Twitter, or X as more and more people call it. Let me know in the comments, how many people do you know, if any, that still call it Twitter? Now, she says, quote, why is Old School Bridge TPS in New Jersey giving students vocabulary assignments to discuss abortion? And this looks like it is posted from New Jersey Project News, saying, quote, Old Bridge, New Jersey 8th grade assignment. This teacher is hunting for information about your child's opinion on abortion. How is this debate acceptable in 8th grade? Looks like this is a vocabulary list. It says it's about 5 questions. The first one is list 2 things there are a myriad of. And it says list 1 thing that perturbs you, which at least that's a fancy word. List 1 animal that is precocious, and then say list 1 thing that is relevant and important about your life. And of course, the big controversial question right in the middle is list 1 perspective you have about abortion. I can't help but wonder, what is the quote-unquote right answer, and how is the teacher going to react? The public schools. Now, thankfully, this went pretty viral. Got 334,000 views and 8,000 likes. One of the first comments coming from Paul Zupa saying, quote, tax dollars being spent on abortion is illegal, getting 33 likes. Planet of Memes, a little disappointed they did not, in fact, respond in meme form, said, quote, 8th grade, that's inappropriate, getting 105, Spigot 106 likes. Base Electrician says, quote, this isn't even an attempt to be discreet. 1, 5 plus 7 equals question mark. 2, 2 plus 8 equals question mark. 3, list the negative effects of Donald Trump's nomination of Matt Gaetz as potentially the next Attorney General of the United States. 4, 8 minus 3 equals, which, yeah, he's hitting the nail right on the head, so I say it's, not discreet at all. Cool Christian Engineer says, quote, abortion is murder. There's a picture, or not a meme, but yeah, it's a little picture of a gal who's pregnant. It says, for the logic impaired, and has a little circle around her body. They point at her belly where you can see she's pregnant. It says someone else's body. The text below it says, not your body, not your choice. Abortion is murder, getting 37 likes. Guiding MAGA says, this is appalling, getting 1 like. Cool Christian Engineer also says, homeschool the kids, getting 9 likes, which, yeah, I was going to say, how many reasons are there to take your children to public school? I mean, it used to just be like, the only argument I ever really heard was cheap childcare, because again, they steal your tax dollars to pay for those things. So you have to pay for like a private one. But yeah, is it really worth it? Mark says, the more things change, the more they stay the same. And they have a picture of an old Aztec temple, and the top says child sacrifice, and it says then, and then it's juxtaposed with the now, and the now is a Planned Parenthood clinic, which, interestingly enough, has a very similar architecture as the old pyramid. They got 97 likes. Though Planned Parenthood is now very much increasing their revenue from the kids and adults. Again, I got 97 likes. Let's see. Bowtied Queen Bee / homeschooled, the homeschool homie. It's a long name, but a good one nevertheless. Now, she says, quote, that's why we homeschool. And this little cartoon says, first day of homeschooling, everything the state says is a lie, and everything it has was stolen. Getting 95 likes. Chris says, because the schools are not about teaching basics in life, they're propaganda pushing indoctrination camps. Again, 29. Let's make it 30 likes. Yeah, it's amazing how many, again, I'm still paying them off, but how many kids are brainwashed to think they need to go to college in order to be successful in life, and decades later, they still have crippling college debt. If it was a good thing, if it was good ROI, they'd be able to pay it off much quicker. I think that's one of the biggest loads of BS public schools ever indoctrinated kids in. I mean, for me, it was ever since kindergarten all up, all those teachers said, again, it's one gang, a union, got teachers unions and all of middle school, high school, and colleges. Well, they all said the only way to be successful is you have to go to college. You have to take out those loans. Interestingly enough, most millionaires I've met and interviewed on my interview show, they have at most high school education and many of them dropped out. So fascinating how that works out. And yet, people with college degrees are still paying off those loans. You have Ragged Old Flag saying, quote, because they want to brainwash them from a young age, get this crap out of school. It's getting 51, so I get 52 likes. See, I'm not seeing anyone sticking up for this teacher. Now, that being said, there are many people who believe that teacher should ask these questions and also talk about sexual things to your children. We mostly would call them San Franciscans. That's only partially exaggerated. I'm sure there's 18 conservative people still living there. Lord knows why. Going down more and more. Life God Gun Memes, long name, but I'll allow it, says, this is disgusting. Kids don't need to worry about this. You're giving groomers a bad name. You have all the, was it MTC, the NPR, crazy looking gals that says, you need to stop having kids. It's harmful to the environment. And they have a trad family that says, no. Getting 7 likes. Not seeing any, not pretty much no contrarian statements. And I'm scrolling down pretty far, getting the bottom of the comments. The best Photoshop is the science says there's a correct answer though, and they responded to the children's homework simply saying it shouldn't be on a vocab sheet. They got 1 like. Let's give it 2 likes. Again, it's one of those creepy things where they will talk to these kids about anything, including giving them books that talk about how to do adult things. And I'm not talking about paying your taxes, which, yeah, fascinating how they don't teach you how to do that in public schools these days for the most part. That'd probably be an important thing, but I digress. Let me know, do you think more, I mean, there's rumors that Trump's going to get rid of the Department of Education, defund it, just, revamp it. With the current administration, let's say with the current infrastructure we have with the public teachers unions, what option do you prefer? Would you rather have your kids homeschooled? Would you be willing to, send to a public school, maybe send to a private school? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments, because as always, I'd be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.